Hey guys, and welcome back to Castle Crush, and today we're going to be doing a 3-lane deck challenge here, and we'll be trying to use 3-lane troop cards, all of them, and we'll be doing this in double mana speed mode, just because it gets a lot crazier, but this should be tricky just because there's so many people who run cards like Dragon that would be really good against this type of deck, so this could be pretty tricky. So I will just say at this moment that I do have a lot of new shorts uploaded on my channel, so if you haven't checked out the YouTube shorts before, I've really been working on my shorts shelf over the past week or so, so it's a lot of like really short highlights, some really good highlights from some of the best videos on my channel that have been put into a mobile format, so they're specifically designed to be viewed on phones and such, so if that's your type of thing, you may really enjoy that. But I'm going to keep posting the normal videos as well. As you can tell, I'm focusing very heavily on Castle Crush right now because that is where a lot of things seem to be happening. So things are going not great in this match. I put a little bit of pressure on them early, but honestly, once they get the dragon out there and they have that necromancer stack as well, it's difficult because I really have to use... I'm really completely reliant on these meteors to try and clear a path of sorts. So I was trying to clear out some space in that top lane, but it was definitely a challenge, and they have 3 dragons out there, and I'm like, okay, this is probably not going to happen at this point. Probably not going to happen, and I think it's pretty much done. These dragons are absolutely devastating me. Luckily, the blizzard is very helpful with the meteor, but there's only so much it can do, especially when they have 3 dragons out there, you know. These stacks, there were too many things for the meteor to handle, and I just couldn't clear all of it, especially the phoenixes are hard. So maybe a better deck comp to support with maybe like an Inferno or something, but Blizzard did seem to be pretty game-changing for me in certain matches. The 3-lane strategy is interesting, but there isn't like a whole lot of strategy to it in this particular format, I feel like, other than these extra cards like Blizzard and Meteor that I threw in. So here you can see I was able to really work down that dragon with the Blizzard, and that was pretty helpful. But then they just keep bringing out dragons, and that seems to be a theme in a lot of these opponents I faced. They are just heavily relying on the dragon. But once again, I used Blizzard to take it down. Well, almost take it down. No! It was close. Will those archers catch it? No, they didn't. So I'm like, yeah, we gotta get rid of that thing. Luckily, they didn't really seem to have a whole lot else in this deck. So I'm like wondering, can we get their castle before they get the next dragon out there? But they have Gust of Wind too, so I'm like, we're going in on the castle now. Let's get that damage out there. They have Cannon Shot. Yes! That was a hard-fought match. Considering they have Cannon Shot, I was in and Dragon and Gust of Wind. I was kind of impressed I was able to get that one. I feel like on paper I would have said I would lose that one. So this one a little tough with those spike statues, but we can just wait them out a little bit. Oh man, dude. They have so much castle health on me, though, and we're going to have to really go in on them, regardless of whether they have spike statues or not. Oh man, this is getting quite tough here. We're working on those fire elementals. I was trying to block them best I could. Okay, that actually kind of helped me a little bit. Except that they're still really hitting my castle quite hard. And I have very little time to try and get all that castle health down on their end. Seems kind of unlikely this is going to happen. Now they have 2 lanes basically blocked. Although I think I can get back the middle lane. So I have 2 lanes open again. It's really the fact they're hitting my castle here that's kind of doing me in. And these spiked statues are not helpful either. Yeah, so it's actually not the dragons that are going to end up winning this for them necessarily. Although it's the same, like every single match practically I've faced dragons. They're just too good in this game mode, I guess. Blocking the fire elementals okay, but they just wore me down with those fire elementals and the meteors. So let's try a different one. This is super weird here. They're starting with necromancers and reapers. I mean, I understand the necromancers, but reaper is an interesting choice for double mana speed. Although it can be used pretty well defensively, and I suppose with a necromancer it could be reasonably powerful. Because I showed a video where I did necromancer stacks with, I think it was skeletons versus reaper, and the reapers actually won, so they can be effective with necromancer. Gotta focus down that bottom lane. Get rid of that dragon. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. Unfortunately, they have an ice elemental there, and like most of my cards are ranged cards, so that's pretty concerning. And Valkyrie's bad for the skeletons. It's like, ugh, that middle lane is in some serious trouble. But we are doing a lot of damage on the other lane, so I guess I'll just keep the pressure on, because we can keep freezing using Blizzard on that middle lane, and that was it. That was all we needed in the end. This one, my opponent went for a giant ice elemental, strangely, and then they just went for a dragon, so I don't know what was going on here. I saw a couple of people going for giant ice elementals. Not necessarily giant, but, you know, they put giant growth on them for some reason. I guess they are pretty intimidating. But it seems like the dragon would have been more useful to use the giant growth on. So yeah, over time we were wearing this down, but 2 dragons going to be pretty tough. Trying my best to use the blizzards to really keep these dragons frozen. Let's get that Orcs Horde out there. That's kind of my big card to keep positioning. And now we're looking way better. So we eliminated 2 dragons. Let's make sure we have those archers out there to hit the ice elemental. Alright, so they bring in another dragon. That was a funny choice for a Black Witch, but I guess they didn't feel like they had anything else to do with it. Alright, we're just keeping the heat on. It's my thought process. Let's put out all these orcs, man. Put them all on to this castle. See how they can deal with triple Orcs Horde. Can they deal with triple Orcs Horde? They tried to put a vampire in there. I think that's it. That's gonna be it. Alright, that was a pretty fun challenge. Actually, even though there were some decks where I felt completely outmatched, we gave it our best shot anyways, and it was a fun challenge. So yeah, that's gonna do for this video. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about this video in the comments and what other types of content I should create. Maybe subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.